DT, time to get into the player ratings, and I don't know, man. You know what? If he was doing a player ratings based off of the most of the first half, they'd probably be good.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if all. What do you do when you got 9 men? I mean, towards the end of the game, Wolves were just keeping the ball. We couldn't. We were just relying and try and get it off them somehow to launch an attack. And at the end, nearly. Bellerin created a chance. Nearly, we could have got something, but it's a defeat, another defeat for Arsenal, and really, really disappointing today. I know you was very angry with the referee. We'll leave the referee's score till last, yeah. But let's start off with someone else whose ratings might not be too great, and that was Leno. What was he doing to get sent?
Calamitous, and it's now put us in a situation because next week, or this weekend against Villa, he's going to be missing. And we're probably going to have to put Alex Runnison in goal if Matt Ryan's not fit. Great. Yeah, I'm over the moon about that. My confidence is going to be through the roof before that game. Just not good enough. Just not acceptable. He knows it. He'll know it. He's not a little kid. He'll know that he just made a misjudgment, and he's paid the ultimate price for it. But I'll probably give him a 3 because I thought in the first half he done what was needed, made a couple of good little saves in there. But yeah, getting sent off that way, no.
He cost us any chance of getting a draw.
You could say that. You could say that, but
10 men, you've got a glimmer. 9 men, no chance.
Yeah, no. Well, no more than 3.
3 for him. Hector Bellerin.
I thought that he was the one player in the first half that was not really up to the level of everybody else. His deliveries were dreadful. The amount of times he got in on the right-hand side and his delivery was just poor. How many times do we have to keep sitting here talking about his delivery? Poor. All the time. It's just poor deliveries. Overhit, underhit. There was one he nearly hit out for a throw-in, I think, when he was on the edge of the box. Tried using his left and he went over there somewhere. So come on, man. Nah, I'll give him a 5 for his performance.
Okay, Holding.
Comfortable in the first half. What do you do in the second half when you're facing an onslaught? So I can't give him more than a 6 because, I feel a bit harsh giving him because it's like Wolves did have their chances to get more, but they missed their chances. But I feel sorry for the defenders because they were just put in a situation that's tough for them. But I can't give more than a 6, yeah.
David Luiz.
I'm not going to be critical of him in the sense that I was of Bernd Leno because I don't think he's done anything wrong. We've sat here multiple times and had conversations about David Luiz, and we had that discussion about Chelsea, Manchester City, and it's like, let the player go, don't bring him down, do this, do that. The one time he genuinely lets the player go because he knows he'll get sent off otherwise, he gets sent off.
Now they're saying, don't let the player go, chop him down, and you stay on. Honestly,
Robbie, now explain something. Do you remember the sending off against Chelsea?
Yeah.
And he tried to win the ball.
And he got sent off.
Now, do you remember I was having the argument with you saying it was only a yellow because he tried to win the ball?
I remember I was saying to you, how stupid was he? Just let the player go and let him score. Keep 11 men on the pitch. We can get back in it. But
and I was saying to you, he wasn't stupid because he made a genuine attempt to win the ball, and the rules state it's not a red card. Now, Peter Walton, the dinosaur, is in the BT studios. Seriously, anyone at BT, honest to God, go non-league. You'll probably find a better referee to put in your studio and talk to when there's an incident. You're asking a dinosaur. You're asking somebody that's on the payroll, and they're going to sit there and go, oh, yeah, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. You're better off speaking to these referees that are now not a part of it all anymore, and they're opening their mouth. Corruption, man. Don't get me started again, man. But yeah, David Luiz, I'm just probably going to give him a 5. To be honest, okay. I don't think that I feel sorry for him in this instance because I don't think he's done anything wrong.
I'd be saying to David Luiz, next time a player's running through, just chop him, and make sure you
Wipe
kick him
out.
off.
That's what Peter Walton said. Peter Walton said,
it's the most
take him out.
ridiculous.
Take a yellow. Take a yellow.
A referee saying take him out. Don't let him. Don't not foul him. Don't not try to injure him. Right? Take him out, and you would be still on the pitch. I've heard it all. Cedric.
I thought in the first half he dealt with Adama Traore really well. To be fair, him and Pepe on that left-hand side, I thought done really well. And in the second half, he was left exposed against him, and that's what Adama Traore, he wants. But tough evening for him. But I wouldn't put the blame on him. Don't put the blame on me. You gotta laugh. I'll give him a 6 because I thought I'm trying not to judge the players too much from the second half performance, but more from the first.
Okay, Granit Xhaka
worked his bollocks off. And look, at the end of the game, I think you see how disappointed he was. He looked gutted, genuinely gutted, and he run himself into the ground. And first half, not as good as Partey in the first half. And do you know what? I'm going to base a lot of these ratings from the first half performance more than anything, because I think it's unjust given the circumstances of the second half. So I would say probably a 7, given his work rate. Partey, I thought he was the best player on the pitch by a country mile. Bossed everything, won everything. Passing range was back where it was off in the Manchester United game. First 30 seconds, the ball for SAKA, where he hit the post. Everything he did was forward. It just penetrates. I understand why he came off as well, given everything. And
he
was on a yellow as well. Preserve him for Saturday because needs must. But he gets an 8 because I think he was colossus today. He was brilliant.
Okay. Smith Rowe.
I thought it was one of his quieter games. Work rate's good, but I felt that he was probably one that could have made way out of all the players. But then I understand why he was kept on as well, because we needed somebody to be the link if you're going to counter and break. So, yeah, I'd say one of his quieter ones for me. I'll probably give him a 6.
Okay. Saka.
In the opening 15, 20 minutes, he looked so on it, so hungry. Superb goal ruled out. Hits the woodwork. Just everything he's doing is really good. And then second half is non-existent because the game's completely changed, isn't it? But yeah, I'll probably give him a 7 for his performance.
Okay, Pepe.
I thought it was excellent. 3 games in a row now. Consistency is what we asked for, Robbie. And the biggest compliment that you can pay to Pepe is that probably shouldn't have came off. And we sit here all the time and criticize him when he does things wrong. And we say, all right, you've had 1 good game, now have 2. You have 2, now have 3. He's had 3 good games in a row. He was excellent again. He's direct and he's aggressive, and his work rate off the ball cannot go unnoticed. I'll give him an 8 as well, right up there with Partey, but I just feel Partey stood out more.
All right, Lacazette, really harsh on him to get substituted.
Yeah, felt sorry for him. Again, he was the one that was offside for the goal that was ruled out. What are you talking? A toe? When are we going to start using common sense within football? This is the thing, and I thought VAR was going to be brought in to eradicate clear and obvious errors, not when your toe's offside. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've seen it with so many teams. We're not the only one. Southampton the other day against Villa. Do you know what I mean? It was the fact that the guy had a small backside that kept him like offside, and it like finest margins. And it's like, nah, that's not a clear and obvious error, is it? It's not an advantage. So I felt sorry for him, but 5 for me.
Okay, substitutes. Didn't even have it a long time.
Gabriel.
Yeah. Gabriel? Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah. Again,
Standard.
standard fight. It was a tough situation to come into, but I like the fact that he got 45 minutes under his belt and he looked all right. He looked all right.
Aubameyang
couldn't get into the game, looked completely off sorts.
Yeah, he couldn't. He had near the end, got a shot off, but just.
And that's why you put him on the pitch, because of those one opportunities, just in case.
Yeah, just couldn't get the ball. So Aubameyang and Runason made 2 good saves.
Yeah, great, lovely. Yeah, nice distribution.
That's what he's there for.
Yeah, he's also there to distribute the ball properly.
What I couldn't understand is get the ball, lump it up the pitch. I didn't understand, some of. But anyway,
I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6 because he made a couple of good saves. Mikel, I'd say a 7 because the team was the strongest we could have gone with, given the circumstances. First half was the best I've seen us play in a very, very, very long time. Let's be real about it. For 47 minutes, we were already thinking about what we were going to say at half time. We were like, brilliant. If you're going to be overcritical, it's only 1-0. That's it. That was the only thing that I could have as a criticism, that it was 1-0. Everything. So, yeah, I'd say a 7. It's not his fault that we lost that game. He just looked as despaired as everybody else.
The referee.
Minus whatever you want to give him. It's a minus. Minus, demoted, sacked, deported. I don't care if he's English. Deport him. I've said everything I need to say. I can't wait to see Ty's interview and what he's got to say about him. And this is the one time that I will have to fully, back Ty in this instance, because the referee was shambolic. It was a disgusting, disgraceful, inadequate performance. Dock his wages, fine him, ban him for a certain period of matches and stuff. Why are referees not accountable for their decisions and errors in matches? And he's not just as accountable. It's also the little hobbit that's in the VAR, whatever they want to call it, bus, cabin, or wherever the hell they are, that's sitting there telling him in his ear, yeah, just go with it. No, don't worry about looking at the monitor. This is why I want the referees to be interviewed after the games to explain themselves, because that is a prime example right there, Robbie, because the people being interviewed can say to the referee, say, look, you were told you made the correct decision, so stick with the red card. Now have a look at it. Do you believe that you made the right decision, or would you have liked to have gone to see at the monitor and you would have changed your mind? That's where you can really put them on the spot. Look into their eyes and find out there and then why you do it. We're playing in like a league that's meant to be the biggest, the best. It's global. It attracts the most and it earns the most, or whatever it is. It's humongous. But yet we have some of the worst officials. There's a reason why UEFA and that don't bring any of these clowns to the major tournaments. Because the last time an English official was at a major tournament, he was refereeing a final. And how did that go? You remember that? You remember De Jong thought he was Bruce Lee and was coming flying in with kung fu kicks in people's chests and stuff. And what happened? Nothing. And I think that was the game as well. He gave a player 3 yellow cards, didn't he? And it was, do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. There's a reason why they don't let our incompetent referees in, because they're just inadequate, incompetent, useless. Useless.
Right. Thanks a lot, DT. We move on to the next game.
Yeah, great.
Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the #1 match betting service in the UK. Match betting is different to gambling. With gambling, you bet on one side, and if that side loses, you lose. With match betting, you bet on both sides. That means no matter what the outcome, you're a winner. When you sign up to Profit Accumulator, they will walk you through the whole process of how to do match betting, and as long as you follow what they tell you, you cannot lose. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description right now for your free trial, and you can start earning some real cash.